You're gonna be sitting there changing her diapers, and you're gonna be a little boy because you're changing her diapers and all this other stuff. These women have made you soft. They've made you soft.
Welcome
to the J&O Show.
We talk about
things that we would never told them, Jay. And now you know.
If you guys are new to our channel, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you can know we upload, because you never want to miss an episode. Also, if you guys are new here and you have ideas for show topics, go ahead and drop them down below in the comment section and write hashtag next show, so that way we can easily filter through and give you more of what you want.
What you want. Okay. And as always, this is the show by married people, for married people, and people who want to be married. We're going to help you out with that little equation, swimming through this here crazy behind dating market. And also, if you are not married, you're not quite sure if you want to be married, but we have some advice that may help you. Go on, take that little nugget, put it in your pocket, take it on home. We get them jokers away for free.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Yes.
Okay guys, so today we're actually going to be doing a reaction video to none other than the Daily Wrap-Up crew. Shout out to them.
Shout out to y'all.
This video is actually entitled Why Daddy Issues Will Ruin Your Relationship. And I don't know if you guys been like through our channel or what have you, but we recently did a video not too long ago about some of the side effects of being basically brought up in a single parent home, and we actually kind of did a reaction to another YouTube channel that we mess with, The Rich Way. Shout out to them. Yep. I'll make sure I put the link in here for that. So if you guys haven't seen that, go ahead and watch that and then come back and watch this. Yes. All right, they're not necessarily related, but they are related.
They are.
Cause and effect.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and push play. Here we go.
I get into my first topic. It says, daddy issues have a large effect on women within relationships and it's not being talked about enough.
Whoosh.
Yeah, I think that's true or false.
True.
Why you say that?
Because speaking for myself, I can definitely agree. Like, my father was around, but he was more of a protector than like...
Influence.
No, he was definitely a good influence, but he just always protected me instead of teaching me, if that makes sense. Like, he's protecting me from the streets, protecting me from boys, protecting me from everything, but he never gave me knowledge on why he was protecting me from it. So I had to find out everything on my own as I got older.
Ooh, that was
very
good.
Interesting perspective.
That was very good. And that's one of the things for a lot of people in our generation, like 90s babies, no, not 90 babies, I'm sorry, 80s babies, maybe some of the ones that's a little bit before the 80s babies, a little bit in the 70s, the 80s baby, maybe even a little bit in the 90s babies too, maybe. There's a thing about our dads, some of our dads were there but not there. Like, they went and they, you know, they got that money and they made sure they provided for the house, and they may have even been there, like, if they found out like a guy was dating the daughter.
Have my daughter home at 10:01. If she ain't home at 10:01, I'm in the car, okay? Lock, loaded, and hunting your ass down. Bruh. You a virgin? Yes. All right, keep it that way. Ain't gonna be no that night.
Or something like, or if you're moving a certain way as a guy, to make sure that you didn't get into too much trouble. So they were protecting you, but they weren't really there. Like, they spent like all their time working, and that's one of the things that a lot of people in the red pill community talk about a lot now, is about, look, I don't really have to be there. My job is to protect and provide, but not actually be there. And one thing that I found is, if you don't learn how to talk to your children, things need to be explained to them. And I'm not talking about when they're 5 or 6 years old. Ain't nobody talking about that, because they can't even comprehend.
Right.
They can barely comprehend certain things when they're teenagers because their hormones are going crazy.
But it's important to start when they're young.
You have to
get into practice.
You have to start talking to them. Like, for instance, with my kids, I've already in the habit of talking to them about why I do things, knowing that they don't really get it. Because our kids, neither one of our kids is in the double digits yet. They still in the single digits. So a lot of the things I talk to them about, they were like this.
What?
Bruh.
It's like peanuts. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, so sometimes they get it and they'll retain like a little small piece, but I'm getting myself into the habit of talking, because when they become teenagers, even though they might want to buck against it, You want to be able to give them all of the information so that they can start to learn how to take in information and make decisions.
Right.
It is very important. And as dads, I think a lot of guys is just like, yo, I just need to make sure I take care of the family. This, I don't really got to be there. There's actually a video that we have coming up where I talk about Andrew Tate. And for the sub that asked for that, I wish I could find you. Hold on. Because I haven't uploaded it yet. I want to make sure that you know that it's coming. So I did do the video on Andrew Tate. I did watch it. It took me a minute because it was almost an hour and a half long. It was a long video, but it was my introduction to Andrew Tate. It was only the third video I think I ever saw of him, but it was the first time I saw him talk in extent about what it is that he believes. So it was a very interesting video, and that was one of the things he was saying. He was like, look, my job is to provide for my children, basically. And the thing that they will see from me is me going from here to there and doing all of these things. There's a very important part about being a dad of you being there, because essentially what he was saying is that he was going to make a bunch of baby mamas out here, and he wasn't going to be around as much. Not that he wasn't going to be around at all. He definitely did not say that. But because he said this was his ideal situation, excuse me, because he did make a point to be like, yo, this is
ideal.
not right. He was like, this is not something that he was like, I don't know if it's actually feasible or something that I could do and still not have, the kids suffering, things of that nature. But he definitely was like, yo, you don't really have to be there. No, that's not true. Because what you're doing is you're putting them into the situation where it's a baby mom and you are the dad that just gives child support. We've already seen that model. It don't work.
Nope.
It doesn't work. Now, I'm not saying because he was like, man, you're going to be sitting there changing her diapers and you're going to be a little boy because you're changing her diapers and all this other stuff. These women have made you soft. They've made you soft. That's what he was doing. It was hilarious to me. I'm sorry.
Him.
It was hilarious to me. I actually, and low key, I was actually motivated by some of the things that he said. It was really good. So the person that was saying that we should do the Andrew Tate one was Major Flacco. Thank you. I did see it. We are doing the video, but it was a long video. So I had to organize thoughts and I had to find little points that we couldn't just watch it.
Yeah.
So you as a dad do have to be there, because otherwise if the mom is teaching the boy, he's going to take the characteristics from her, because you're not there to give them to him. And showing up every once in a while, even if it's impactful, you still retain the characteristics of the people that you're around the most. Mm-hmm. It just is what it is. There are some people that will do the opposite. There are some people that will do the opposite, but that is not the majority. The majority of people follow in their parents' footsteps. Mm-hmm. The majority of the people don't go, well, I saw my parents F that up, so I ain't doing that. That's not what most people do. Most people follow in the footsteps. Right? So the chances of them taking after you as the dad and you're not there are very slim.
Yep.
Okay, so that
was a whole little rant that was kind of off topic.
Yes.
But we're going to get back on topic.
Yes, I'm sorry. I know. I've been using time.
And the affection that I was looking for and stuff like that, he wasn't able to provide because he worked a lot. So.
Yeah, that's a tough balance to have with fathers, because, he's working a lot because he was trying to provide for his family. But sometimes when guys work a lot, it takes away from them bonding with their children because they have to get that bag or whatever the case is. So how would you say that impacts like how you treat men in relationships, or your outlook on men in relationships?
I feel like it affects me in a way where, like, I tolerate a lot just to feel loved.
You're searching for that affection that you ain't
Yeah,
got.
that affection, I love that. Yeah, basically that daddy treatment.
Well, I'm in a different boat.
What boat is that?
Because my father was a provider, but his affection was money. So, like, if I wanted something, he'd just say, here, all right, cool. Or, like, if I get in trouble, he'd be like, all right, did it have to do with boys? I was like, nah. He was like, was it fighting? I'd be like, yeah. He'd be like, all right, cool. And he would go about his business and he really wouldn't care. But I wasn't really close to my father at all, matter of fact. And I'm okay with that because I'm close to my son. When you have a male, it's kind of like the way your parents raise you. You don't want to raise them that way when you have a child. So as far as the aspect of like daddy issues, yeah, a lot of females do have that. But it's all classified under different scenarios too. They're not all the same.
Very true.
Yeah, because it seemed like y'all two had different experiences with your father. You saying he protected you, but he wasn't really there to teach you. And you saying like, you know, he was a provider, so he kind of only taught. He gave you things from a monetary aspect. So do you think you look at men as only like because he spoiled you so much with the money? Is that how you go into relationships with men? Like you got to do the same thing my father was doing?
That's the crazy part. When I date guys, I don't care if you got money. Because I look at it like I'm going to have my own bread. Because one thing he always told me, make sure you have your own money. So that way no man could ever play with your face.
Yep.
So I make sure I have my own money. By any means necessary, I'm going to have my own bread. Because you're not going to play with me and tell me, well, all right, I'm going to give you this amount of money if you do this. No, there's none of that. Like, matter of fact, I'm going to treat you like you my bitch. Because
What?
There it is. I was waiting for it.
Yep.
I was waiting for it. I was waiting to see which one of them was going to say that bullshit. I was waiting to see who was going to bring it out, and there it was. That's probably what the guys are waiting for. The guys at Daily Wrap Up Crew, as soon as she said that, they were like,
Word.
I was waiting for that one. Yeah, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, that's what happens when y'all absent. We like to blame the women for all of the drama with the single mom epidemic and all of the drama that is causing with masculine women and soft men. Right? We always talk about that. Men have a role to play in raising of children. I'm not saying that they have to be there all the time. Like if the men are gone and they got to put in 60 hours a week at work, like fine, you got to put in 60 hours a week at work. That's fine. But guess what? You have to figure out as a man how to spend time with your children so that you can impart to them the things that you as a man uniquely give to children. Yes. So that they are balanced. Because these masculine women and these soft men are coming from people who are sitting there and the dad isn't there. And it doesn't matter if he's a deadbeat or he's a workaholic. You're still not there. Bruh. It's the same thing. And if you're on the woman's side, you wilding out, you got to do everything. You pissed off. You doing all of this crazy stuff. Now the boy is all super emotional and the woman is all masculine. If you have kids, it is a responsibility. It's a responsibility, guys. That's what it is. It's a responsibility. You see my hand? You see the hand? You see right there? Bruh. Right there? Bring it in like this right here, that right there. That's responsibility. That's responsibility. There you go. Stir it up. There you go.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Responsibility. Okay. It's like we're doing these extremes. Well, I'm supposed to be getting money to provide for my kids. Ain't nobody said they had to be rich. Why is you buying them Jordans? Bruh. He's 6. He don't even know what that is.
He only gonna get one wear out of them.
He don't care. We just walking into the same trap. You can't have children and just not be there and think that everything's just gonna be okay. It doesn't work like that. There will be deficits. Just in case you had something you wanted to say, because I don't know if we want to go in because of the time.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry, y'all, but she made me think of something else. I apologize.
No, basically, I was going to say, I thought it was interesting what the first lady shared as far as like that emotional piece and how, you know, like her dad was there, but he didn't really teach her anything or talk to her or know basically what she should be expecting or looking for, even though he was there. So that was just very interesting hearing her share that. And then of course the other lady sharing hers with like her dad was there, but it was just like, okay, well, you need something, like I'm here, but I'm just going to give you like money basically to fix whatever the problems were. So it is very different. Every household is different as far as if your dad is there versus they're not there in the role that they play, depending on the situation. It's gonna, you know, cause and effect. There's gonna be different experiences, but the outcome tends to be very similar, I feel, in these situations where basically you have women who are incomplete because they're missing something. They're either overcompensating for like the first girl, she said she noticed basically in her relationships that she puts up with a lot because she's overcompensating because she allows people to get away with stuff because she wants to get that love, affection. that affection that she missed from her dad. You know what I'm saying? So it always rears its head, I feel, no matter what the situation was
Right.
in a negative way.
Right.
That's not conducive to building stronger relationships or stronger families, and of course definitely not stronger communities.
Right.
That's what I was going to say. But yes, I see the video is going. Did you have something else you wanted to say?
I think we'll just come back to this because I think there's a lot more. We only got we got 3 minutes in.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot more that will be said, and from the way that they're going and that how much we were able to pull out from a little bit, because I'm not even done yet. I just got to stop. So I think this is definitely worth a revisit. I don't even think we'll wait super long because I think it's a really good topic. But guys, look, choose to be better. That's literally all it is. A choice. Choose to be better and just take that first step. Just the first step. If you already in the situation, you already got the kid here, your mate is already a bum, whether male or female, like whatever, they already stank. You know, it just is. Just try to take the first step. The first step to every journey is the most important one.
Yes.
Okay, just take the first step. Just take the first step. Just like we just went and shot our first video. It was trash, but we just shot our first video. And now we making our videos and they not trash no more. So, you know, you learn no matter where you start from. It's okay. You learn and you build.
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's going to be it. We're definitely going to do a part 2. We're going to pass around this here offering plate. So the congregation, we got this building fund that we're doing now. We need to go on ahead and we need to build the church. Y'all know it's a hole in the roof. Don't act like you don't see that it's a hole in the roof and we need to go and get that patched up, because every time it rains, we don't got enough buckets. The carpet start molding, right? And they be stinking. Everybody walking in, why the church smell like that? Because y'all ain't putting no money in the building fund.
That means hit the subscribe button.
Yeah, all of that. Okay. That's what that meant.
And turn on the post notification bell. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Till then,
oh wait, I'm sorry. I was supposed to do this. Slow fade out there. I'm sorry.
Press the off button.